Yeah, morning members. Today we are going to talk about the sources of information. As you know, there are two main fundamental types or sources of information. We have the primary sources and the secondary sources. As for today, we are going to talk about what we call the primary sources. Yeah, there are two types of information. We have the primary sources and the secondary sources. Today we are going to talk about the primary sources of information. If we are to talk about primary sources, we have to put two things into consideration. One, their first-hand accounts. Their first-hand accounts, like the first-hand testimony of an event or person or topic. Hmm? Hmm? So, and we are going to work created at the time when the phenomenon was being studied. That time when the event was being studied, that phenomenon or topic or person, that at that moment is what we call the primary sources. That information that was first produced, that is what the primary source. So we have examples of primary sources. We have the diaries, we have the letters, we have the speeches, we have the interviews, we have the rigorous research studies, we have the artifacts, we have the historical records, and etc. We have the autobiographies, we have the eyewitnesses accounts. In most cases, yeah, people who do law, you understand better. Eyewitness, that eyewitness, because they saw it and when the event was being done, is what the primary source. So we go to the importance by discipline, that importance of the primary sources by discipline. We begin by the importance of discipline, by the history. The primary sources are crucial in historical research as they provide direct insight into the past events. You understand it? The past events, cultures, and people. Students behavior rely on primary sources to construct narratives and interpretations of historical events. Like for them to construct the narratives of those events that happened. For example, like like if they want to know about the culture of the Baganda, they will come and rely on the primary sources first for the secondary sources. They will first ask like they will come in the kingdom and say, "Yeah, who was your first king? But like, what did they used to do by this time?" That's the good of history. Then we go to the literature part. Literary scholars use primary sources such as original textbooks, manuscripts, and letters to analyze and interpret the works of authors. Like the literature students, yeah, they know this better. These sources help in understanding the author's intentions. The cultural context can literally, his literary techniques. Hmm? Yeah, this very like they will help you know about the stuff, what the author really want to mean. Hmm? What was behind this contest? That's called the literature. Then we go to the science. In the scientific research, premises include original research articles, experiments, observational data. Hmm? For example, the first experiment, maybe we can go to the Rutherford experiment. We can rely mainly to the primary sources, like what happened in the gun. So if you got to rely on that, you will say, hey, what happened? You realize that in this experiment, scattering experiment, you realize that most of the light rays passed to the so he was able to analyze. That was his first observation on that. So that's the primary source. You want to know what happened for in the evolution of how did that not come into place. That is the science. Then go to the social science. Social science. The processes in social sciences encompass a wide range of materials, including interviews, surveys, case studies, and field observations. Researchers use these sources to explore human behavior. So, as we go, we're talking about social science. So, they will come and analyze that what happens when this happens, what happens when this happens, like the primary sources. What happens when this president is gone? They want to know the behavior of that environment. How do those people behave? And in such a way, they are able to use the primary sources to explore the societal trends and cultural phenomena. They help them to know more about the social life of people when they come to encounter with the primary sources. because that's the first-hand information. They will come and realize that as people they are collecting data, like we will collect data of how old the age rate at which people are dying at that time. They will say, yeah, now let's go. Which age bracket is more in this environment? They can't collect it using secondary sources. They collect it using primary sources because they want to know that what is happening now in the current situation. What is happening? What is the population current status? And in such a way, they are able to use these primary sources in the social science factor. Thank you guys for listening to me. I remain Sabatakwa Daniel. So follow my YouTube channel for more. So know my next video is going to be on the secondary. So things. Thank you very much and goodbye.